Hi there guys, we got a couple of different projects going around in the other couple rooms of our house, so sorry that kind of stuck here with me. But today we're going to read Duck for President. It is written by, let's see here, it's kind of covered up. It was written by Doreen Cronin, and she was a national bestseller. And then it was illustrated by someone who won who was an honorable nominee for the Caldecott Award, which is a big award in book writing. Her name is Betsy Lewin. Duck for President. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do too. Here are their chores. Pigs clean under the beds, cows weed the garden, sheep sweep the barn, duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, and grind coffee beans. Long list there for duck. At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies. The cows are covered in weeds. The sheep are covered in dust. And duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. It's a type of coffee. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway, thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. Voter registration. Voters must live on the farm. They must show a valid ID. And then Duck is crossing off what says must be at least this tall. Didn't know that ducks carried IDs with them. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in the box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Farmer Brown 6, Duck 20. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for the governor. Oh, excuse me. Vote for me. I'm a duck, not a politician. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small-town diners. He marched in parades. Vote for me, a duck, not a politician. Vote Duck. He went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. On election day, voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in the local paper. By a nose, Duck wins. Ms. Governor, 299,999. Duck, 300,000, so he won by 1 vote. Ms. Governor doesn't look very happy. She looks pretty shocked. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Ms. Governor, 299,999, Duck, 300,002. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. A duck for a change. I like Ike, crossed out Ike and put Duck. Duck making us proud again. So far, Duck has found he doesn't really like being in charge, so I'm wondering how he's going to feel if he becomes president. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign ground. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on the late-night television. That's a fun one for your parents. Something that a previous president did. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted and the results were announced on CNN. Decision America, Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,170. He won by 5 votes. The president demanded a recount. What's going to happen? 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was, Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,180. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Maybe the moral of the story is never ask for a recount. Just kidding. This is going to surprise you, but running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cut staples, security badges, Secret Service agents. Hang on, my computer locked me out. There we go. And of course, coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, said Duck. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed, no experience necessary, must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. That was pretty silly, huh? Alright, that was Duck for President. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you have a fantastic night. The sun is still shining. I still don't see very many dark clouds in the sky. Enjoy the rest of the sunshine if you can. Never know when it's going to start raining again. See you guys at tomorrow's Zoom. You have an option of an 11 a.m. Zoom and a 2:30 Zoom. And we will be working on some science inquiry questions. That means we'll be researching some questions you might have about science topics. And we'll also be reading a story together called The Last Day Blues. So, I will see you then. Good night. Love ya.